In today's video, I'm going to quickly show you how to get rid of this issue in here where you do have your iPhone showing up the no service message here at the top of your iPhone device. Of course, this is just a screenshot. It's just an illustrative image to show how the problem looks like in here. But do not worry, I'm going to show you all the steps to fix that problem regardless of the iPhone model that you've got. If you've got an iPhone 5, 6, 7, all the way to iPhone 11, 12, 13, 17, do not worry, I'm going to show you how to fix the problem in today's video. Hey, my name is Shaq, and in this channel I help you fixing tech related issues. So if you're into tech content, consider subscribing here to the YouTube channel. In today's video, I'm going to perform all these steps on an iPhone 16 Pro, but as I've said, do not worry, it's going to work for you as well. So the very first thing we're going to do in here sounds so obvious and common, is to simply bring down the control center, turn on flight mode real quick, wait for a couple seconds, 10 to 15 seconds, and then simply deactivate airplane mode or flight mode to simply regain access in here to your carrier. Okay, so you want to do that to restart the connectivity process in here so it loads once again from scratch. Now, if this doesn't help fixing the problem, do not worry. What I would recommend you guys to do is to hop into settings real quick, scroll down all the way to general, and then tap on software update and see if you do not have any pending carrier update. Please note that I'm not talking about the software update itself, but I'm talking about any carrier update. For example, if I show you this screenshot right here, you do have this pop-up which says carrier settings update. You might be in a situation where you need to update your carrier. So what will happen is, as soon as you hop into about here under settings and then tap on software update, you'll be able to see here a pop-up in a few cases. So it's an update that your carrier might be sending to you saying, hey, we're no longer using those old settings. You need to update it in order to enhance security or other things. Okay, so you want to double check that first. Now, if that doesn't help, do not worry. The next step is to hop into settings real quick. Next up, you want to tap on cellular, and as you can see in here, I do have a few SIMs connected into my phone. You may be having a physical SIM or an eSIM. I've got both of them in here. For example, I'll start by tapping the eSIM, which is this one right here. So all you want to do is simply tap on that specific SIM from which you're trying to connect and get some coverage. So all you want to do in here is tap on turn on this line to turn it off. Wait for a couple seconds, 10 to 15 seconds again, and then simply tap it on once again, toggle it to turn it back on. And you'll be able to see that the connection will re-establish itself automatically in just a couple of seconds. Now, double check if this helps fixing the problem that you've got or not. If it doesn't, or if you have a physical SIM, all I want you to do is to simply remove the physical SIM in here from your SIM tray and then reattach it. Now, in order to do this, you're gonna need this pin in here, which usually comes inside your iPhone box. So all you wanna do in here is simply insert the pin, remove the SIM card here from your SIM tray, and then simply clean your SIM card properly. Now, make sure that you do not clean it with wet hands or any wet tissue. You're gonna do it with the proper dry piece of cloth. Simply rub it a bit, clean it with cloth, and then simply reattach or reinsert it here into your iPhone device. Now, please note that you're inserting it in the correct position, okay? And then there we go. Your iPhone will immediately try to re-establish the connection and see if the problem is solved or not. Cleaning the SIM card is a very important step that in most cases helps fixing the issue. Now, if none of this helped fixing the issue, no problem. We're moving into the next step. Now we're going to perform a hard restart or a forced restart on your iPhone. What exactly is a forced restart? A forced restart is basically rebooting your phone as if it's coming from a deep sleep in order to make it feel like it's brand new. It won't delete anything on your phone. Do not worry at all. You won't lose any data or anything like that. In order to perform a forced restart here on an iPhone 8 or later models, for example, an iPhone X, 11, 12, all the way to iPhone 17, which is like mine, an iPhone 16 Pro, all you need to do is rapidly tap on volume up and then down and then press and hold the power button until you see the Apple logo. This is how it goes. 1, 2, pressing and holding the power button. Do not release it and wait for a couple seconds. It's now restarting, and as soon as you see the Apple logo here on your screen, you're going to release the power button. There we go. I've released my power button and let my phone turn on normally. So pretty much it actually turns off your motherboard completely. It gets really turned off. No power gets supplied for a couple seconds, and then the battery feeds the motherboard with fresh new power from scratch. And this is good to actually update whenever you do changes under settings on your phone. I would recommend you guys to perform a forced restart every 2 weeks on your phone, just to make things much smoother and make your phone process in a much better and faster way. Now, if you have an iPhone 7 or 7 Plus, in order to perform the forced restart, all you need to do is simply press the volume down along with the power button here at the right. Press and hold the key combination until you see the Apple logo and then release the keys combination. Now, please note that if you do have an iPhone 6, for example, which comes with a physical home button in here, in order to perform this, you need to press and hold the physical home button along with the power button in here. Only these two keys in here combination until you see the Apple logo and then release the keys combination. Now, please note as well that if you do have an iPhone 5 or 4, pretty old iPhones, the power button is located here at the top. So what you're gonna do in that case is press and hold the physical home button in here along with the physical power button at the top. Press and hold both of them until you see the Apple logo and then release the keys combination. So that's how you perform a forced restart here on your iPhone. Now, if none of this helped, do not worry, we're moving into the next step. Tap on settings, scroll down all the way to general in here, and then scroll down all the way to transfer or reset iPhone. You want to tap in here and then you want to tap on reset real quick. Do not worry, you will not lose your data because we're only resetting the network settings. It's just preferences and settings here. So you want to tap here on reset network settings and then you want to type in or enter your password in order to reset your network settings. Once that's done, tap on X, go back, and your phone will reboot automatically in here, and this should fix the problem that you've got as well. Now, if neither of these steps worked, I do have one last step that may work for you. Simply hop into settings. This is pretty much a hack. You want to hop into cellular in here. So scroll down a bit and you want to select that specific SIM card that you're trying to connect, which has a no service label over there. For example, it's going to be this one in here, personal. Next up, what you want to do in here is simply tap on network selection, and you'll be able to see that it's always set to automatic. Even if it works, I would recommend you guys to come back and turn this back on. So what you're gonna do in here is simply disable automatic and wait for a couple seconds until you have a few options in here. There we go. We do have 3 options. This means that your SIM card has found all these towers in here. A tower from VI, a tower from Airtel, a tower from Cell One, Geo. You may be seeing something like AT&T or something like that. And then you want to manually select one of these towers. So what happens is, for example, you might be traveling somewhere with a foreign SIM card, for example, or you are in a specific region where you don't have your main AT&T, for example, tower nearby, but you want to get some connection, right? So you want to change it. You want, for example, connect to Airtel. Tap on Airtel or any other alternative network in here. Try to connect to any of those and you'll be able to see that your phone will try connecting to any of this. This should help you out. You might be having, for example, a much stronger signal of Airtel instead of the main that you use default. Okay, so you want to use this for a while, see if it works out. But at the end of the day, once you're done, you want to set up the default one and then tap on automatic, which will allow your phone to automatically select the tower. This is because some carriers only by default connect to their own towers, and sometimes their towers are not working fine. So this may create an issue here while trying to connect in order to get a signal. I hope this video really helped you out. If you find my content useful, consider subscribing, like the video, and let me know in the comment section down below if you do have any doubts or questions. Thank you so much for watching Fixed by Shaq till the end, and I'll see you in the next one. Have a great day.